All right, guys, I got this new Steinhart in. I'm going to share it with you. First, I'm going to start off with the wrist shot because it is a 39 millimeter. And when I first unboxed it, I honestly thought it looked too small, but seeing it on my 7.25, I might have a little bit smaller wrist than 7.25. It might be somewhere between 7 and 7.25. I'm starting to come to the realization of that. Hopefully, when I play this video back, that bottom part of the bezel there won't look, it almost looks violet in the screen that I'm looking at, but in real life, I mean, it's definitely blue. So hopefully that'll come through. But you can see Steinhart did an amazing job with this bracelet. There's no denying that, back with even the previous 39 millimeter releases. And I have to say, this one definitely feels and looks like a premium version of those. Not the bracelet. The bracelet's the same, but I'm saying like the watch, the ceramic, the handset, the case and the bracelet and everything's all exactly the same as the previous 39 millimeter releases. But I really am a big fan of the GMT 500 they did with the 42 millimeter being in titanium. So, I mean, I was always calling for a 39 millimeter release, as many people were. I'm actually kind of glad they went with the stainless steel, because I feel like in the 39 millimeter, the weight is already down a little bit. If you would have done it in titanium, I think it would just, I don't know if people would have received it as well. I think it would have been too light. This is already not an extremely heavy watch. You can definitely feel it, but it's perfect weight for size ratio, if that makes sense. So you can see the ceramic. It is a glossy ceramic, and I remember back when that first one came out and it had that black gloss and you couldn't hardly see the print. These are all lume filled, so it's super visible. I think they balanced out the glossy for the print level, so it's still legible. Even in heavy glare, you're still going to be able to read that bezel. It is a uni-directional bezel. It's very clean and tight clicks, 120 click, but it would have been nice if it would have been bi-directional and set up to utilize that 24-hour insert in there, but they didn't. I think they could have. There's really, I think, no excuse for it. That's pretty much my only gripe with this thing, and I've only had it for just over an hour. I just sized the bracelet, which they give you plenty of links, and there's even half links. The screws, the way the screws go into well, you can see that one's actually machined kind of weird, but I did notice, like, pulling them out and putting them back in, like they threaded in really good, and that's because they have that guide pin at the beginning and then it goes into the threads, so they work really well. So signed crown, of course, it's 39 mil. Actually, I have not done a video on a Steinhart in a while, so we can bust out measurements real quick to confirm. So yeah, I mean, you're just under 39 lug to lug, non-drilled. It's still, the Steinhart kind of flat lugs, but only 47.5 millimeter lug to lug. They are 20 mil lug width, and then the thickness on that double domed crystal, you're looking at about 13.5. So proportions are really good on this guy, and that bracelet does taper down really nicely down just below 16 mil, and then the clasp is probably going to be like an 18. So, I mean, really the proportions are spot on. There's no denying that. And then, of course, man, getting this thing all grimy. So you have anti-reflective coating on the sapphire. Obviously, you have a matte black dial. You can see that handset and the printing. Everything is just done like top notch. I'm very impressed with the overall fit and finish of this guy. The handset with this color combo and being full white, and then the blue GMT hand, I think it's such a killer color combo. I think Steinhart was very wise in setting this color combo up. Man, I am worried, though, that you guys are not going to see that blue bezel for what it is. Hopefully it's just in my viewfinder here that it looks a little more violet than it actually is. It is a real blue. There's no violet hues to it at all. It's definitely blue. So then definitely, this is a nice added feature. because I don't think the 42 mil had the display back. Maybe it did. I can't remember. I've never had the actual titanium one, so maybe it does have a display back. But this houses the ETA 2893-2 movement, and then of course Steinhart has their own special rotor they put in there. But you can see there's a little bit of swirlies, on the finishing there, perlage work. Blued screws, I'm assuming they're thermally blued since this is I believe a top grade ETA movement, so it should have all that good stuff. Solid end links, and then of course one of my favorite features, you guys all know this, that center link, the first one protruding out. Let me zoom back out for you guys. Collapses, so you have the bracelet that lays flat on the back of the case. So if you have a smaller wrist or even a larger wrist, it's going to help comfort either way. So it's going to extend you out nice and comfortable if you need to, or it's going to fold in nice and tight, so you're going to be able to take advantage of those shorter lug width on this guy. So overall, man, this is a killer release from Steinhart. I think I paid with shipping, crazy fast shipping. Like, it seemed like it only took 1 day, but I work a lot, so I'm sure it was 2 days. But from Germany via FedEx, shipped within 2 days. I think I paid 660 total US dollars. The receipt comes in euros, and it was like just under 580 euro, so total. So $660. I think that's a fair deal. I think you have all the elements and the looks of a really good looking watch for, granted some of that was shipping, so 650, 640, whatever the price would have been minus shipping. You got the really nice ETA movement, you got the GMT function, and you have a unique look. Sure, it's homage-ish to some other GMT models, but this is definitely Steinhart's own design that they've been able to capture originally with the titanium one, and now thankfully with the 39 mil. So there's it's going to cover the gambit of wrist size and people that are going to want these watches. So if you're looking at getting one of these, I can tell you straight up, I don't see any deal breakers here. This thing is a killer model. I think it is super legible. It's really cool color combo, with the Batman style colors, the black and blue. Here's the hang tag. It is the Ocean 39 GMT Premium 500. So, and then here's the little note they give you showing what movement's in it and all that good stuff. So it does have a warranty and all that good stuff. I don't think I've personally used Steinhart's warranty, but I know people have, and it seems to be fine. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about this guy. I didn't forget. I forgot, but I remembered, so I'm going to give you the killer loom shot. The loom on this thing is not bad. Not bad at all. And I like that they loomed the bezel insert, and you got the GMT hand, everything. So in the viewfinder, again, here I'm seeing that it looks a little bit brighter than it is in a real person or in real life. It's obviously some sort of BGW9 because it has that cool blue to it. But to put it in perspective, and I know this isn't fair, but there's a Seiko Monster. So it's plenty bright enough. But when you compare it to a Monster, it's not as bright, obviously, but it does just fine. So thanks for watching, guys.